Hey, hi viewers. Welcome back to Multimagic's channel. And today we are talking about one of the general topics, so which is about career guidance. So last week we have uploaded video on how to select university after doing TOEFL and IELTS. But this week we want to touch on a different segment that is called career guidance. And I'm glad that the first video in this segment is being starting with one of my dearest friend Hanukant. Hey, hi Hanukant.
Hey, hi, Fanny. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, thanks for
Yeah.
inviting me.
Hey, no. I should say thank you to you. It's a Sunday and I am bothering your family time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
coming
fine.
back, yeah. Thanks, Anakant. And coming back to the topic, actually, we'll be discussing a very interesting segment called a career guidance. So,
Yeah,
especially, we'll be giving some guidance and tips in the embedded domain. People who want to establish a career in embedded domain, or people who are already had some relative experience in embedded and want to have a successful career down the line. So we will be giving some tips and guidance from our journey point of view, especially from Hanukan's journey point of view. So
yeah,
he has close to 10 years of experience and he's a principal software engineer for one of the reputed organization. And he worked for multiple organizations and he has a very good experience on RTOS, firmware engineering, software programming, software engineering, R&D, and he has also been associated with a lot of startup companies, and he has a very good hands-on in from low level to high level. So I'm glad that this career guidance video is being started with him. Hi Hanukant, I think I
yeah.
got
Hi.
it right. If sorry if I missed
Yes,
any
yes. You
skills.
almost you covered me. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, Hanukant. See, actually, what is happening is a lot of people, even you are from ECE background, correct, right?
correct, correct,
Yes, even I am from EC background. Actually, a lot of our viewers and subscribers, as well as the general void, is there. Like a lot of people are asking me, like, we are from EC background, and we want to establish a career in embedded domain, but we don't have how to start and how to progress because a lot of colleges uh, of course, IITs, NITs, and normal, very high grade universities, some core companies come for the campus placements and they get placed and then they just move on in their career. But in general, sometimes if any normal colleges are above average, sometimes because of the visibility, that reputed colleges might not, that reputed organizations might not come to these universities. So for
correct,
those
correct.
people, they are forcefully been going into the software programming. Of course, embedded also
Yeah,
related to, but yeah, but they are kind of with some lack of interest, or even though they have interest, they don't have the enough awareness. Of course, over the net or something, there's a lot of information is there, but some information is mismatch or some information is vague. Like I see a lot of this kind of
Yes, yes,
feedback is
Fanny.
coming to me.
Especially, I see this
Mm,
gap since been long time because see,
yeah.
most of the colleges not provide where the company is there and what is the
Mm,
recruitment place like where it is happening every time. Those details are
mm.
not aware even by the college itself. So whenever
Okay.
campus comes, that is the only way they aware of the campus, the respective
Mm-hmm.
company. Yeah, coming to the core companies, mostly they won't prefer any below colleges in the sense below universities like any
Mm,
affiliated or autonomous colleges. They won't prefer unless they need a
mm,
requirement. But there is a chance for the freshers
mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
mostly freshers are struggling to get into a core company, but
Mm-hmm.
there are some options through which he can get into a core company with a little effort because
Mm-hmm.
there are different ways to get into embedded systems especially or
Mm-hmm.
else I can say I would say a core company for him
Mm-hmm.
embedded for EC and triple E. I'm more
Mm-hmm.
focused on. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
the first is there is a company called Electronics Systems Private Limited in the Vijayawada.
Mm-hmm.
There will be every week interview and examination for the shortlisting uh,
Mm-hmm.
for ECE only for freshers. It is not for experienced. So they specially look
Okay.
for freshers only. So if you qualify that exam, there will be a 2 or 3 technical rounds and then some psychometric tests and some
Mm-hmm.
psychological tests and will be there, and that is what they will final on the within 1 week or 10 days. So
Mm-hmm.
that is how the process will go on. So
So during final year people can apply for this, or it is like who are already passed out actually.
final years, the result weighted persons only in the 4-2. So
Okay,
because
okay.
join, they will ask you very immediate join, like 1 week or 2 week after selection immediately.
Oh, so the wait time is very less. So it's like
Yeah,
more
wait time
uh,
is
ab-
very less.
so about to graduate or who are already
Correct.
graduated actually. Actually,
And
okay.
top of it, the examination will be tough. That is for sure because it's a core company, and the
Uh-huh.
selection
Uh-huh.
will be also tough because
Uh-huh.
you see, if you see any core company will pick hardly one or two from the each campus. It won't take like
Mm-hmm.
40-50 candidates from the each campus. Okay, so why it is that, like mostly they look for very special candidates, like those who have a core knowledge, especially for the EC and
Mm-hmm.
triple E,
Mm-hmm.
analog devices, EDC, networks, mostly VLSS at digital electronics. These are very, I mean, must subject for the electronics guys and triple E guys, because then they will look for these skills, because this is the area where they will going to work on in the after selection. So they will
Mm-hmm.
test the knowledge and everything on this level, especially subject level. And top of
Mm-hmm.
it, they will test one more thing, that is aptitude. That is for must, because they will check the how logical he is. So there will be
Okay.
always this test. Anyway, wherever you go, this test is a common.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah, their questions also very tricky. But you have to be trained. Like everybody has to train without a doubt.
Okay.
So if you cover
So
this area, it's very easy to enter.
okay. So the
Yeah.
first point is like during studies they have to focus on few courses like whatever you have mentioned, analog, VLSI, and then basic electronics, all those things, and then be ready yourself. And at the end of your last semester, go to is there any website, electronics website? Of
Yes,
course, will
there
be
is a site. Yeah, you can check with
will
Appatronics. We will provide the
yeah,
link.
yeah, we will be providing that in the description. So every week there will be a campus, I mean like technical, I mean the interview selection will be there. You can apply, and then you can go through the entire process. It is like 3 week, 3 rounds, as Hanukant mentioned. So that is one of the good starting point, Hanukant, right?
Yes,
Yes.
correct. Yeah,
Good, good, good.
yeah.
Mm,
And even they will accept, if somehow, let's say he got failed. Okay,
mm-hmm.
he will
Oh,
accept the
okay.
same application within 3 to 6 months. So
Oh, that is
it is
good.
like your preparation time for you next
Okay,
for next
okay,
prep. The other
okay.
way, there are other exams also there. This is from
Mm-hmm,
Hyderabad. There
mm-hmm,
is a Veda IIT organization. They will
mm-hmm,
conduct an exam with
mm-hmm.
like prelims and mains with the respect. They will provide the syllabus for two ways, for VLSA and embedded.
Oh,
Syllabus is different because they will very specific to which field you are choosing, like embedded or VLSA. Okay.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Coming to the shortlisting, anyway, prelims is there, mains is there. The syllabus they will
Mm-hmm.
provide. The test
Oh,
they will conduct once or twice in a year. It is
oh,
very
okay.
random, like mostly December or
Mm-hmm.
December to February. One, I mean, one recruitment, or somewhere in the August might be one more. But second one is
Okay.
optional. It's not every time, but at least
Mm-hmm.
one recruitment per year, and they are
Mm-hmm.
providing MTech also. If somebody interested with JNTUH, they're providing
Okay.
MTech if they through this exam. Like if they got past this exam, they will provide you
Mm-hmm.
that also. The other thing
Okay.
is, the
So it's
interesting
like
point is, yeah, I
okay.
would like to mention one more interesting point. Like they see after like successful, like all the process is completed. Na, if any candidate selected, there is a way to he get into AMD directly if he
Oh,
performed well,
okay.
like
Okay,
almost
from
12 to 14 lakhs per annum.
through Veda IIT.
Correct, through Veda IIT.
Oh, there is a
Okay,
prelims and there is a mains, and from there, if you
interview.
qualify for both the exams, there will be
Yeah,
3 ways. So one is you can start a career with them, or you can do MTech with
correct.
them, and third thing is you
And
can
you
directly
can go to AMD also. There is a
MD.
straight
Oh,
recruitment from there. So that is
oh,
very interesting point. But as I mentioned, the interview
uh,
process and all the
okay, okay,
examinations is tough. But you should be.
uh,
I mean, what I meant to say here is not tough. Like you should be good with your basics. That is what I'm trying
okay,
to say. Okay.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
this is one and another way of doing into any embedded career. There is a
Mm-hmm,
CDEC. It is a it's a government one, but they will provide a training for the specific fields. For
mm-hmm,
our case now currently embedded, you can train
mm-hmm,
yourself from there. It is like they will conduct a small exam. If you go through that exam, then you have to pay some amount for this. They will
Mm-hmm.
train you on the specific technology. Then
Mm-hmm.
with that training certificate, you can approach any company with some experience, because they will consider as experience the CDAC training one, because they were trained very well.
So they
Okay,
give
this,
training in all the
yes.
embedded
Yeah,
related
all the
fields like
embedded fields, and yeah, IoT,
IoT, autos, like basic
yeah,
communications. Yeah.
even
Okay.
software side, all the fields. Most there are a lot of fields they will train, but
Mm,
up to you, just which field you want to choose.
mm, 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 mm,
Okay, after that they will give you after you pass the examination, everything, they will
mhm.
provide a certificate. You can go with that certificate as experience,
Oh, okay.
like
Okay.
training
That's
come experience. Even
mm,
Softonics consider this as a experience. He can join directly.
mhm.
So Softonics is one of the company, they will consider CDAC as experience.
Oh,
That means you are
okay.
already trained. They will keep you directly on the job, and they will give you on job training, and you can
Mm.
start your career there also.
So if you for CDAC also there will be an entrance exam, and once you clear the
Yes,
entrance
correct,
exam, they will give you training, and this training is considered as an experience. And there are few companies which accepts this, like Soctronics
correct.
and some other moderate to
Yeah, some other
mid-range
companies
organization.
they're accepting this as a training completed
That's great. So this
CDAC.
is
Yeah.
this looks like we have there are already three options. So yeah, please
Yes,
let's
correct.
continue.
So yeah, a lot of options
Uh,
there, and one
uh,
more option also we have.
come on,
This
come
is
on,
also
come on.
direct recruitment. The
Okay.
interesting part here is, see,
Uh,
so far we have discussed with like only efforts required, but not money. But here on like this option, like we need money to train yourself, because somehow you might be messed up your
okay.
career, or somehow you
That's
not
okay.
glad.
That's
Ha.
okay.
So the thing is, there is a institute called Vector.
Mhm,
Okay, Vector
mhm,
India.
mm,
So they
mhm,
also will conduct a small exam on the basics. If you got
mhm,
selected, they will ask you to pay some amount for the VLSA or embedded training. If
mhm.
you got to that embedded training, they will
Mhm.
directly recruit to good MNC companies like Robert Bosch, Sony,
Oh,
Harmony. So
oh.
very Synopsys, very reputed
Mhm,
companies. They will take
mhm.
directly from there if you perform well in the training. So they
Okay,
guaranteed the candidates. But this
okay,
is like costly bit affair. Bit
okay,
costly
okay.
affair.
No problem. No, no problem.
But this is one of the option. Somehow you got missed all this.
So
Okay.
for this also there will be an entrance exam and there will be a
Yeah,
training,
there will be interest.
and there
So
will there will
they want to test the candidate capability, how much he can
before
understand things.
before placing they want to train
Yeah,
and
before placing,
evaluate.
they will train all the areas of the embedded systems without a doubt,
Okay.
because you can see their like training modules in the online also. Vector
Mhm.
India site is available.
Okay. Sure, sure. We'll provide that in the description link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And
So
yeah,
yeah,
please
you
please
want to add
carry on.
anything? Yeah. So
No,
these are
I
all.
think
I'm
we are going
good.
good. Please continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So coming to now, so far I explained about the private sector, but I
Mhm.
want to add some more for the public sectors, which
Oh,
maybe
okay.
some are interested but might not be aware of the things.
Mhm,
So there is a multiple options in the government side, and now
mhm.
see recently government salaries came into level 7 level pay commission. So that
Okay.
means salaries got very high. Like even you will get 1 lakh per month with a BTech
Oh,
degree.
okay.
Okay,
Super,
even
super,
more.
super.
So to gain that option, it's a bit hard, because there will be a competition obviously, because it's the government and central government jobs, and you will be
Mhm.
placed under PSU. I'm just giving you just a highlight, but I will give you the process also. So
Sure, sure.
to reach that level, there are multiple organizations which support you with a BTech, EC, EEE backgrounds mostly.
Mhm,
There will
mhm,
be for CSE and other branches also, but very recruitment is very less than compared to others.
mhm,
Okay, coming
mhm,
to the
mhm.
process, there is a gate exam. It will be
Okay.
conducted every year.
Mhm,
If you got through good percentile, they will consider as a percentile or score, gate score. If you got good score in that gate examination, almost more than 18 plus PSU organizations, government organizations, taking
mhm,
directly into job. I mean, they will give a job directly based on the gate score and interview directly.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
only very specific organizations like ISRO, they will conduct their
Oh,
own exam.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
they will conduct their own exam. If you
Mhm,
prepare for GATE also, it's very easy to crack ISRO exam also. Very similar syllabus, but
mhm,
some more stress on the communication side,
mhm,
because there
mhm.
are more on communication side, satellite communication, all right. They will test more on the
Understood,
communication
understood.
and EMTL side. So you must be more. you should be more alert. I mean, you have to more focus on the communication side and microwave side and all. Yeah, and other mostly DRDO also we accept the gate now. So most of them
Mm-hmm.
are accepted. This is the entrance via gate or through gate. If you got a good score, let's say somehow you didn't make it, there is
Mm-hmm.
another option for you. In that case, there is a Baba Atomic Research Center, BARC we will call it. They are
Mm-hmm.
providing three options again via gate, and they will
Okay.
conduct every year one exam. If you
Mm-hmm.
go through, they will provide you two options for you. One is you can take a internship there for 1 year or 2 year. They will
Mm-hmm.
provide the training and job, the on job and training together, or
Oh,
else they
okay.
will give
Okay.
you a chance to study in the IIT through their exam.
Oh, okay.
So this
Super
is a
actually.
wonderful
Yeah.
opportunity. You can use it. They will sponsor you for your studies, and you have to
Mhm.
job. When after your completion, you have to work there for certain years based on your terms and conditions. They will give you.
So this association also comes under the central government, state government, or is it
Correct, correct.
separate or
This is the central government. So
so
they
so for
actually
all
for
this so all central government and state government you have gate is must, and after once you qualify for the gate based on the percentile, few organizations let you in, and few
correct,
organizations will have their own set of exams again, and you are
correct.
talking about third level of organization where Baba, I'm
Bark,
sorry.
bark exam,
uh,
BRC bars, bark. We will
oh, so
call that.
they have three more options. They provide three more
Correct.
options.
See,
So
they
first
will
option
conduct interview
is
based on gate. They will
uh
conduct interview based on their exam, their own exam.
okay. Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
If you through
Uh,
gate, they will ask you to work directly or you can go for studies. They will sponsor. That is
oh,
one way. The second
okay.
way is if you go through their exam, they will sponsor
Uh-huh.
you education in the IIT. You can go through, but because it's their sponsorship, because every IIT will have some seats for the PSUs. Under that
Okay.
section, they will study under the guidance of
Okay.
the this one. Sorry, uh, BARC Center. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
or
Okay.
else they have their own internships for 1 year, 2 years. You can finish their your I mean, studies there, and immediately after that you will get a job there itself.
Okay. Okay.
So this is for government side, and one more is there IGCAR. This is also one of the organization. They will provide you like direct research candidates, research fellowship for
Mm-hmm.
you who are interested in the research side. That too
Oh,
core side also you can say.
okay. Okay. Okay.
For that also there will be an exam, and they also conduct interview based on the gate also.
Okay. So
So it's like if you hit the gate means almost you covered a lot of
yeah.
companies together in the
Yeah.
government
Yeah.
side, that is central government side.
Yeah. It looks like I mean you have to be very good at the basics
Correct,
during your BTech tenure, and at the time you just passed out you need to crack the gate exam, and that opens the door for state government and central government kind of organizations, and we will be listing maybe a few of them in the description, in the YouTube description, and also from the private sector there are few institutions and we'll be providing those. So more or less you need to be thorough in your subjects, and you need to at least qualify for the entrance exams of the different organizations at state, central, and private. And then you need to perform well in the training period, and then you will be having a good starting point. Correct, right, Anukan?
correct, correct.
Yes, yes.
So this is
Any
very
other
quick
options to
session.
explore? Uh huh. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
see, this is very unique to government side and private side. I said, but there is another
Uh,
way for the freshers.
oh.
They can apply for internship.
Uh
Some
huh.
companies provide the internship, but you must be very careful while choosing the internship. Like company background,
Oh.
is it fake company or not? That is very bit
Oh.
difficult.
So through
So
LinkedIn you
that,
can just apply
yes,
for the
correct,
internship. Yeah.
correct.
Oh,
You
that's
can
actually
apply the
that's a
internship. That is one more option they can have.
uh huh. Yeah.
Shortlisted based on the performance, like mocks and all, because
Yeah. Yeah.
they're freshers,
So
right?
so see yeah, sorry. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So far this is what freshers have the, I mean, like ways possible, different
Mm-hmm.
ways to get into good career.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to mention, is it okay? Like, can we go for experienced candidates who are gap
Sure,
like
sure, sure.
willing to?
Yeah, yeah. See, so far we have covered only for the aspiring candidates and for the who are and also who are studying. So we have covered only these two people how to enter into the embedded domain. So now after entering, So let's say he got trained, he started working for a company for 2 years experience he got. So from there, what are the important things one has to take care? So from your journey, if you can share those things also, it would be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I want to advise those people, especially after getting into the job, because it's a
Okay.
very, I mean, the best phase of life, I would say, because
Okay.
that is the area where they can mold themselves, like shine themselves. That is the
Mm-hmm.
only place. So,
Mm-hmm.
especially in that period, 2 3 years, na, you don't settle.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I want to tell you. Why?
Good.
Because if you settle there, you will struggle entire career. But if you
True.
struggle there, you will enjoy entire career. So that is the
True.
key
True.
point.
True. True. Yes.
So
Yes.
what
Yes.
what
Yes.
I suggest here is thoroughly you should be very like you must be very clear about what you're working on.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Mm-hmm.
let's say I will be more specific to embedded. If you're working
Mm-hmm.
on the autos, let's say RTOS, then you
Mm-hmm.
must be very clear about how synchronization works, like how scheduler works, like
Mm-hmm.
how semaphore mutex works. Like you
Mm-hmm.
should be very clear understanding about like when to use and how to use
Mm-hmm.
these things. If you're aware like this level, if you're understanding and doing your work, for
Mm-hmm.
example, this level of understanding you have means you are working better like anyone. Most of them
Okay.
they will try to work like they will copy paste the code and they will finish the job and they will forget it. So if that
Yeah.
is the case, nobody can save you for long.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe sometime
Mm-hmm.
possibly you can escape from situations, but one day you will book it. Like you
Okay.
will hurt.
I got it.
So
I got it. So let me put
another
it in it.
thing,
Let
you
me
must
put it with.
understand the hardware well.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we will conclude. Yeah, hardware,
No, no, no.
you must
Please,
have a
please.
good understanding control because every
Mm-hmm.
every embedded system will have a controller and some peripherals. Like you must know how to interface them, what are the levels or logic levels, and what are the possible errors you will get. Like you have
Mm-hmm.
must be good with debugging stage also. Otherwise, there will be
Mm-hmm.
always problems. You don't know how they will come, like how they will introduce in the system. There will be
So
lot of possible ways to introduce error, like but you have to be very effective to identify it. Otherwise you
understood.
never hit
Understood.
your targets, like
So when
especially
you
in the work.
so when you say this technical stack required for any embedded developer, so you start with the hardware, and you are telling that you should be very good at the peripherals, I/O devices, all those things, and at the middleware you should be I mean at the bottom hardware, and on top of that RTOS, on top of that application layer. So if you categorize this as a stack, so if you start at bottom, you are mentioning that should be very good at hardware, about
Yes.
processors, and then
Understanding the hardware, like how it works at basic
oh.
level, if you know that is fine. And
Mhm.
better to have a driver level understanding, that really awesome if anyone has, because that will
Okay.
give you clear visualization how data is processing inside the system. That
Okay.
really give you some interesting point, like you will feel
Okay.
more amazing while working with the systems.
Okay. Okay.
So the
And
kernel and application level, anyway, you will get into learn because once you know the bottom what is happening in the physical level, so
mhm,
next levels you will get into touch. Like while working, you will understand the scenarios.
great. Great. So how about like we touched upon hardware, and then from programming point of view, what do you recommend? Like in which layers the programming touches? Will bare metal programming and RTOS programming? So how do you want from programming knowledge? How do you any recommendations on that part
Yeah,
also?
I will prefer as a fresher, he must go through all the stages. What I said,
Okay.
let's see, if
Okay.
he's aware about bare metal, if
Uh-huh.
he's aware of the bare metal, he will really handle better in the autos level. If he directly works
Oh.
on the autos, it's up to him because some people can drive it directly.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
uh, in the bare metal side, he has to manage every stage of processing. But whereas
Okay.
RTOS, it maintains everything. You have to take care on the application level. So
Okay.
it won't add much in the career level unless you're
Okay.
digging to the kernel level. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if somehow you didn't get a chance to work on the bare metal, just buy some hardware outside. Hardly is
Mhm.
200 to 500, maybe sometime 1000, 2000. You can buy any hardware. You can test your knowledge
Okay.
on that. It's really add
Mm.
you. Like it will pay you someday without a doubt.
Okay. Great. 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 So actually, what do you recommend is like basically we use C programming language, and it's a kind of also mix of
Yeah.
bare metal
So
programming
coming
and
to the language, program language, C you
uh-huh.
must learn because it's very widely used, especially in the
Mm.
hardware.
Mhm.
in the embedded side, yeah, if I say
Mm,
embedded,
mm,
you must
mhm,
learn assembly and C. So assembly is
mhm,
very specific to organization, most of them not using because there are software tools they will generate assembly.
mhm,
Coming to C, they're expecting. I mean, organization is expecting experts in the C language. So you
mhm,
must be very good at C language, not like in academy level. Uh,
mhm,
for the practical level, you have to be very active, especially while writing the code. You have to understand the compiler, how compiler works, and how your C code is compiling, how it is converting one page to another page. All the details you must be aware. Otherwise,
mhm.
you don't know where it went wrong or why it is misbehaving. You
Yes,
feel okay,
yes,
I
yes.
wrote correct, but I mean, whatever you wrote the examination, I mean, feel the code is good, but still you see some errors is not functioning properly. You never know
Uh-huh.
what is happening inside. So because compiler will take care of lot of things, so you have to understand the compiler point of view also while writing the code, like syntax. And there are some safety norms, like while writing the
Mhm.
code, how to write, how should not write. There are the code like
Mhm.
guidelines. I would say guidelines.
True,
There are
true, true.
guidelines, so if you follow the guidelines in the writing the C code, it's really awesome because people are
Yeah,
looking for the such candidates.
because I do
And
remember in the
even
because
Vista is
embedded
one of
most.
the guidelines. Yeah,
Yeah, true, true, Harkan. Because in embedded, it's all about real time. One line change also is very costly operations. You have to be
correct.
very
Yes.
good that you follow those
Really
that
hard track.
Misra guidelines. Yeah, yeah. And coming to see, we have touched on one should know about the hardware, one should know about C programming, and one should know about a kind of driver's level. Anything about the protocols point of view, one should be focused like.
Yes, correct. Absolutely. Because everywhere it's
Mhm.
a protocol. If you see
Okay. Uh-huh.
everything, see the way we communicate is also one kind of protocol.
Correct,
Likewise,
correct, correct.
in the peripherals, there will be a lot of protocols, but you can
Uh-huh.
learn very specific protocol to specific to your job. For
Uh-huh.
example, in embedded I2C, SPI, EOR. These three
Yes.
very important. See, without these three, no
You,
hardware exists.
yeah,
So
you can't even.
such a important is there in these three protocols. Even
Mhm.
there is a QSPA and some different enhancements
Mm.
are there. Now
Uh-huh.
I2C became I3C also. But
Oh.
you can see these drivers are very important. They plays
Uh-huh.
really vital role in the I mean any hardware board. Without this, I would really bet on any hardware. Without protocols, any
I
hardware doesn't
think
exist.
I think in
Correct.
future we will start one tutorial on RPi and Raspberry Pi 3 learning all these things. I'm just kidding.
Yes, sure.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm just
I'm
kidding, but it
currently
will be
working on it. Like
nice. Huh?
I'm doing my own. I'm just
Oh,
developing some working. I'm
s-
working on the
sub,
Raspberry
sub,
Pi.
uh-huh.
Correct.
Okay, yo. So we can come up with some syllabus kind of thing. What are the things to cover? We
Correct.
can we can train people on Raspberry Pi and then see start let them do on their own all those things. Yeah, we can
Correct.
plan, but I'm not guaranteeing that. We'll see, but we want to limit this video on like
To the career side.
just an overview, like how to start and after start, what are the things to take care from the technical point of view, what and all areas you should be good at.
Correct.
And
Correct.
of course, and the last thing about this skill set, how about the debugging skills? It's so
Yeah.
how do you
Okay.
so you are you good, you qualified, you had experience now. So how do you improve your
Correct.
debug skills in embedded? Like any
See.
special things you
Correct. Correct.
mention?
Yeah. Really, I want to mention this specifically because an R&D engineer, as a R&D engineer, or you can
Mm-hmm.
say any firmware engineer, you
Mm-hmm.
must really have a nice debugging skills. Otherwise, you cannot survive because
Okay.
you will work on a very low level in
Mm-hmm.
the sense hardware level, assembly level, like
Mm-hmm.
voltage level on the board. You
Uh-huh.
have to be very good with debugging tools like CRO.
Mm-hmm.
Any logical CROs can have, or
Mm-hmm.
for example, uh, we have some software debuggers like GDB is
Mm-hmm.
very specific to Linux or C language also.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
if you want to, you write the code, but you never sure how your code working on the inside the computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But somehow it
Mm-hmm.
misleads the operation. Then if you want to identify what is happening inside,
Mm-hmm.
that is the only way to debug. Like only GNU debugger is one of them, like GDB.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
have some very high level debugger, like which are free
Mm-hmm.
and proprietary also. Like Blastbuster is
Mm-hmm.
one of them. OCD, I think OCD. It is an
Mm-hmm.
open platform. You can use everybody. It's a
Okay.
JTAG, SWI. these
Uh-huh.
are different ways of debugging the system based on the interface they provide. Mostly they will
Mm,
provide JTAG in case they have a more pins. If they don't have
mm,
more pins, they will provide you SWI, software wire interface. Like it's a debugger for
mhm,
only two lines.
mhm.
Other debugs mostly they are adding via LAN. Like somehow some big
Okay.
good hardwares will have a different interfaces. They
Mhm.
can run on the LAN itself debugging, and they will have some different interface for the hardware itself. Like for debugger itself, there will be a separate chip and hardware in the board itself. So
Oh,
that
is it?
depends. Yeah, so
Okay.
that
Okay.
depends on the, but you must
Mm.
know how to use the hardware to debug it. So the process is very important
Yeah.
because these are very costly affair, but still they will provide because their systems need it because the while running the RTOS debugging is very tough. You cannot
Correct.
directly
Correct.
find the value. Bare metal is fine. You can debug line by line or printed statement. But in
Correct.
case
Correct.
of RTOS, it's a finding is very hard, especially. So for
Sh-
those debugging skills are very important, especially while working. If you face any
Mm.
problem, just feel happy. So that means you are learning something today. Okay,
True. True.
so
True.
that is
Unless
how we
and
should take.
until.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
If you
Yeah.
s- if
So.
some if everything works now, you can't learn anything. If something
Mhm.
there is a break, then you will think and like work on it, right? You will learn about it.
That's
Yeah,
great.
there are
Actually,
different
that's
tools.
that's
Yeah,
very that's pretty much very important. These debugging skills to succeed to overcome all the problems. In
correct.
the real time in their work environment. That's good. Actually, you have given some valuable inputs on that.
Mm.
Yeah,
And one
I
more
think.
thing is recently
Yeah.
added, one of the technology for the
Uh-huh.
debugging offline. Okay,
Oh, oh,
how
it
they will
means
do like
not on the
yeah,
target.
not on the target.
Okay.
So actually, what will happen in case of target has any exception? They will
Mm-hmm.
provide a core dump.
Oh, right.
Core dump
True.
will have all the details at the stage of the issue happen, like exception happen.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So after the core file available, you can bring that file into your own PC, a
Local.
system, local
Uh,
machine, and there you can debug your own code itself. There is a
correct.
process you can learn. Okay. So, but they
Correct.
will teach you because it is the specific to every organization. They will teach you how to
Mm,
debug that code down.
correct. Correct. Correct.
But
Correct.
you must be good at that code down, how to analyze what
Yeah.
exactly and where it happened, how you can analyze. Those steps are
Correct.
very
Correct.
important. And
True. True. So
GDB
true.
provides runtime debugging also. You
You need to
can
attach the
generate it
process. I
debug
think.
well, and while running the system itself, you can debug yourself on the like over the internet, like over that LAN. So
Oh,
there are
great.
different
Great.
ways of debugging systems, but you must be aware of a process at least. Okay, this is available for to debug. How to enable,
Okay.
how to debug, not up to you. I mean, up to that organization. They said like there will be a
Mm-hmm.
different process for each and organization because the way they
Mm-hmm.
generated a code dump and the way they generated code dump and the analysis also will be defined by the organization
Mm-hmm.
itself. So that is very specific to organization.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all for
Okay.
the debugging.
And I think, yeah, I think we touched upon different aspects of the embedded career. And we'll enter into the one last segment. See, in the let's say now we have taken care of all the embedded technical stack, right from hardware to the application layer, kernel level, driver, firmware, and also there are different positions in the embedded. So let's say you can be embedded software developer, you can be a firmware developer, you can be a device driver developer. So what are the various roles available in the embedded domain? So can you just in one or two lines tell about those things?
Mostly, if you see embedded, there will be
Uh-huh.
OSA layer 7 only.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Each layer
So
has
yeah,
each.
each
Uh,
layer is a own uniqueness because it
okay.
never matches. See,
Okay.
some people comfortable in application layer.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Some people comfortable in the physical layer. Some
Okay.
people are interested in the network layer. So
Okay.
see, they can choose their own interest. Uh,
Uh-huh.
but I would say physical layer is always tough because it's crux of the system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Application layer, I didn't say I didn't mean that it's less, but it is also good. But
Mm-hmm.
it's up to you how much you are understanding, like how
Mm-hmm.
level of involvement with your work depends of
Okay.
your level of work also. So there are
Okay.
kernel level works like BSP board supported packages level. These are comes with a lower level, very low
Mm-hmm.
level. Okay, the
Okay.
second one is network level or to application level. There are
Okay.
software level. They will call it software, but still it will be firmware. Sometimes you have to
Okay.
work on the lower level also because
Oh, okay.
your flow
Mm.
will be all the layers, even though you are writing on the application.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
data will start on the physical.
You
even
need to
exit.
know it end to end
Yes,
everything. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
but I have to have an understanding of every layer. But
Mm,
specific to your work area, it should be
mm,
good to have a more understanding, like
okay.
in and out.
Okay.
It must be known.
Okay. 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 Great. Yeah. So I think we have covered almost all the segments what we want to convey to our viewers through this particular talk. We have started with what are the subjects to take care. We started with how to enter to various sectors, private, private, government, central government, all these things, and then we have given some general guidance to the people who are about who started their careers, and then what are the areas of aspects to focus, and then also we have given some different levels available. See, all this information we have given high level information. Also, it's tough to convey all the things in one video. Embedded is a world, as you know. And
It's like
it's
ocean.
yeah, it's like an ocean. So it's like a high overview. What is there in the embedded world? How to enter? How
Yeah,
to
when
survive?
reaching the IoT platform, like sorry, embedded availability on the outside.
Yes,
Up to
yes,
you, you have to choose the path and dive into that
yeah. So
process.
if you true, and if you have any questions or anything, you can just mention us in the comment section, and the
Yeah,
description will be providing few useful links whatever we have discussed so far, like different maybe some links which you can refer to apply, or you can as a study material. Some useful links will be providing in the description. And last but not the least, I would like to thank Hanakant for his time.
yeah.
And these
Thanks.
his now the valuables are very important. So please, whoever are viewing this, please make a note of it, because Hanakant is have had a successful career so far, and also whoever follows his advice, I definitely believe they do follow the same success. And I also wish Hanukant much more success, and also like
Thank you.
contribute, and also hopefully in near future we will collaborate for some videos. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
just like a yeah, yeah. Anagan, do you have something to say for the viewers? One final thing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I would like to give some point. The be consistent with what you are learning. The
Good.
mostly the problem with the freshers and all, they keep
Mm-hmm.
on shifting to one to another technology, so they won't learn anything. So
True, so
I
true,
would
so true.
suggest to everyone to stick with what you have planned and stay
Mm-hmm.
for some time. Maybe delayed, but you will see success in your life. But the
Yeah,
key point is patience. Sometimes there will be blockers, sometimes there will be challenges. But if you stay strong enough, you will see that
true,
end. Like
true,
you will
true,
get into whatever you like wish for.
true, true, true.
Yeah,
So we
that
should
is
we
my
should
only advice. Correct.
yeah, that's actually valuable advice. We should go deep into that particular technology,
Correct.
even though such few days are not good. Don't lose
Yeah.
your
Maybe some
patience.
people will
Be
divert like it is not important.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah, yeah. So
career.
you need to
Believe yourself first. Yeah.
true, true, true. Believe yourself, stay consistent, have discipline, stay until the
Mm,
end. These are the
correct. Correct.
four whole crux
Key
of the
point is to
video.
get into any career and you will
Yeah,
succeed
sure,
because
sure,
you are
sure.
visualized.
Yeah, yeah, Anukant. I think that's all for the day. You have a very good time. Thanks again for the joining.
Thank you.
Bye, 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 viewers. Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.
Yeah.